FNL.com. From the Pelham Pythons, a future Franklin Pierce Raven, Luke Tracy joins us live here on FNL Lacrosse. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
Thanks for getting up with us, my friend. You are now on the eve of the playoffs. It's your senior year. What are you feeling heading into the tournament as the number one seed? Are you guys excited to get back onto the field, or do you think you need a couple more days to get your team ready for this postseason quest?
I think the whole team's pretty amped for what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. We put a lot of hard work at practice and in our games, and I think we really earned the number one seed in Division III. So I guess everyone's probably pretty excited for it.
Luke, good morning. It's Coach Hetler. How are you?
What's going on, Hetler?
Hey, man. Congratulations. Big win this week over Trinity. It was a marquee showdown in there. As that game was going on, how are you feeling as the game progressed? It looked like you really broke out in the third quarter. You had a big second half there. What did you guys have to do? What adjustments did you personally have to make and the team make, at halftime there with them playing you guys so tight?
So the first half, I think everyone kind of was a little nervous going up against another undefeated team in Division III. So I think after halftime, we kind of all just sat down and took a big, deep breath, kind of relaxed, and Coach Young kind of took out the drawing board and drew up what we had to do to make the plays run better. And I think after just taking a deep breath, going out there, thinking about the basics that we had to go back to, and just running everything cleanly is what made the second half even better.
We're speaking with Luke Tracy of Pelham. We're having a little technical problems here in the studio hearing you, Luke. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I don't know who was able to hear that last answer, but let's keep going. You have yourself a tremendous season as well. You're obviously got the remainder of your Pelham career to consider, but after that, it's on to Franklin Pierce. I don't want to get too far ahead of the game, but what are your feelings on joining the Ravens in the fall?
I've hung out with the guys up there a little bit, and since I've been with them, it's only been good times. The team seems pretty cool. It's a nice atmosphere. I visited there up this summer with Coach Ricky Senator, and the campus was beautiful. I love New England, and that's pretty much what Franklin Pierce is all about. It's got a nice pond there. It's got Mount Monadnock in the area, so kind of cool up there. Hanging out with the team, they all seem like pretty nice guys. They want to win, and that's definitely what I want to do. This past year, Coach Senator did a great job having the most wins in, I guess, Franklin Pierce history for lacrosse. That was awesome. A good run against some of the best teams in Division II. I thought that was great, too. And things that I can't wait for next year would be that Ricky Senator, the kind of coach that he is, seeing him at Tomahawk, kind of the way he coaches, he's kind of a high-paced guy. And I think that doing that is what's going to make me a better player in the future. So that's another reason why I decided to choose Franklin Pierce. I think he'll benefit me, I guess, by making me a better player, just by the way he coaches.
So it sounds to me like Coach Senator really applied the full-court press to get you over to Franklin Pierce. Is that correct?
Yeah, he talked to me a lot. He called me a couple times, a couple emails. So he definitely seemed interested, and that's why I decided to go with Franklin Pierce.
Of course, Coach Senator, a familiar guest here on this show. We're talking again to Luke Tracy, our New Hampshire Tomahawks Player of the Week.
Luke, Coach Cameron.
What's going on, Coach?
Thanks for coming on this morning. So talk a little bit about, we talked about how Coach Senator, and you're going to have to lose that Ricky part of it. It's just Coach Senator.
Head stick coach.
Or head stick coach, yeah.
Gotcha.
So we know that he recruited you pretty hard. We know there was some other schools. There was some schools down in Florida that were interested. So take us a little bit through the process for you.
All right. So my family was looking to move back to Florida because I was born there. So I thought I was going to look into some of the Division II schools down there, like Tampa, Lynn University. Both schools when I went down there were absolutely beautiful. But throughout the recruitment process, Coach Ricky was definitely reaching out. Coach Senator, was reaching out to me the most over everyone else. So I thought that his interest in me and the potential that he sees in me was almost like almost the main role in why I wanted to look at Franklin Pierce.
Yeah, because if you go down to Lynn, that's a pretty beautiful campus down there in Boca Raton. So,
Oh, yeah.
So they certainly sold you on what Coach Senator and the Raven program has to offer.
Yeah.
Luke, how are you, buddy? Coach Moyer, what's going on?
What's going on, Coach?
Not too much. Hey, I wanted to touch base with you. Obviously, this is no disrespect to Pelham or New Hampshire Division III, but let's be frank, it's a huge step up when you get to the NE10. I mean, that's a meat grinder there, and I'm quite interested, certainly as your former coach, but also as a friend, to see what you're doing over the next 6 months to get yourself prepared for that, because that's going to be a huge step for you. And I know you've been doing it, but I want to I want the other kids on the air here to hear.
All right, so something that my coach at Pelham has been doing a lot is he says to jump rope, and like I've always thought jump rope is kind of cheesy, doesn't really do much, but I've been jumping a ton of rope throughout the season and before the season, and it actually helps with a ton of speed. I've been doing a lot of box jumps and mainly agility things. I'm not a huge weightlifter, so that's something I'm definitely going to look into for the next 9 months before I play at Franklin Pierce. I'm going to do a ton of wall ball, smashing the wall. Paul Rabel, great player in the MLL. The main thing he says is to smash the wall. So I'm going to do a ton of that, a ton of offhand work, definitely a ton of shooting this summer, just to improve my game all around.
Well, Luke, just for the record, anyone that knows you're not a huge weightlifter. I think that's quite apparent. The other thing I want to make sure we put on the record is I taught you almost everything I know. Not everything. So I will see you coming up on Wednesdays in Pelham for free lacrosse, buddy. So.
Yeah.
All right, again, Luke Tracy is our guest, getting a pretty good education here from Russ Moyer and the boys on FNL Lacrosse. Your thoughts on your career at Pelham? How about off the field? What's it been like being a senior this year at Pelham High?
I mean, these last couple of weeks are definitely kind of tough. Senioritis is definitely checking in. But it's been good. I've been part of student government and everything, so it's kind of cool helping run the school and seeing like school events happen that are just a blast. So it's been kind of cool this last year at Pelham.
Hey, I'll tell you what, soak it up. Soak it up the last few years because you're only in high school once, my friend, so enjoy it.
All right.
Hey, we appreciate the time. Good luck with Pelham this year in the Division III tournament, the upcoming playoffs, and obviously we wish you luck next year as well on the campus of Franklin Pierce University in Ringe. Thanks again for joining us, Luke.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. That's Luke Tracy, again, our New Hampshire Tomahawks Player of the Week.